Boaz, Alabama is a very small town located in Marshall and Etowah County. While there's an abundance of places to eat, there's very little to do. There's a movie theater, a bowling alley, and a drive-in theater, all of which are owned by the same people. Boaz is one of those towns where everyone hangs out in the Walmart parking lot. The town of Boaz was named after Boaz from the Bible. Boaz was a wealthy landowner who noticed Ruth, who was widowed, working in the fields. Ruth's family was in a difficult situation, so Ruth asked Boaz to marry her. In doing so, Boaz revived the lineage of the family. To some, Boaz is a redeeming figure of Christ. This is where the founders of Boaz, Alabama came up with a name for the small town. Boaz grew to be known for its community college, its shopping centers, and now its fast food businesses. In 1878, the Boaz area was settled by a group of 47 people from Butts County, Georgia. They arrived in Boaz and lived in tents as they built their homes, churches, and civic buildings. In 1897, the town was given its name after the character in the Book of Ruth. The town was incorporated that same year. The area was located on Sand Mountain, named that because of its rich soil. It was only logical that the first settlers became good farmers. They grew everything from corn, garden vegetables, and cotton. The settlers worked very hard to make the place a good place to live and shop. People came to town to buy supplies. It was a good time in Boaz in the 20s and the 30s. The town was filled with buildings, some of which are still there today. There's a movie theater and a five and dime. Boaz has had its ups and downs over the years. In the early 80s, Lee, a blue jean manufacturer, moved out of its building into a larger one on the outskirts of town. The abandoned building became a place to sell overstocked or damaged goods. The town officials thought that if the blue jean outlet worked, then others would do the same. At its peak, there were 130 outlet stores in Boaz, Alabama. The only problem was that there were no tourist attractions to keep the people coming back to the outlets like there were in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and Foley, Alabama. The outlets began to close one by one. Now the three major outlet centers are like ghost towns. Some are still occupied, but mainly with small mom-and-pop stores and a few boutiques. This is a picture of the outlets years ago. As you can see, the parking lot is full. This is a picture of the outlets now from a side view, and it's completely empty. The John H. Sneed Seminary began in 1898. The EBI elder family opened the seminary in their home with the enrollment of 70 students. In 1906, the name was changed to John H. Sneed Seminary in honor of a Boaz businessman. In the fall of 1935, the seminary was changed to Sneed State College and was chartered by the state of Alabama. In 1967, the school became part of the two-year college system and was named Sneed State Community College. The college has an average enrollment of 2,500 students. Although the school does not have a football program anymore, the Sneed State Community College has a winning record against Alabama. If you can't come to Boaz for the outlets and you don't want to attend the college, then you can visit the town if you want some fast food, good chicken fingers, Mexican, or Italian. Everywhere you look, there's a fast food restaurant. Hardee's, McDonald's, Jack's, Wendy's, and Crystal's are there if you want burgers. If you don't want a burger, there's always chicken. There's Frizzles and KFC, but the Chevron station on the corner has the best chicken fingers. They make the best chicken sauce that I've ever had in my life. You can even buy it and bring it back to Jacksonville since apparently they don't know what chicken sauce is. A new Dairy Queen will be open soon, and there's also a Zaxby's. If you're in the mood for Mexican, there's a Taco Bell and Speedy Gonzales. But there's also Los Arcos if you want real Mexican food. Burritos is there if you want to build your own burrito, quesadilla, or nachos. Domino's, Little Caesars, and Pizza Hut take care of the pizza needs, but if you want homemade pizza, there's Pasquale's. They have pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and anything else that you can think of. They also do a buffet during the day. There are even 2 Chinese restaurants in town. There's also a Western Sizzlin' if you're feeling steak. Boaz is also known for a small deli on Highway 168, Mill Street Deli. There are also 2 Subways in town. There's Dell's Barbecue if you're in the mood for that. They have a really good barbecue baked potato. Finally, there's a Captain D's if you want fish. I'll never understand how a town of only 9,500 can support so many restaurants. Boaz started out as just a farming town where people sold the products that they grew. It went from that to a booming outlet center, then the outlets died, and now in their place came any fast food that you could ever want. It's a small town with plenty of drive-through options.